So I asked everybody for an AMA regarding anything in MineZ. So at the time of recording, these are the questions I got. I'm sorry if you're late or you didn't get around to it. If you want to ask me anything in the comments, I will answer those as well. But one question I got, multiple times in various forms, shapes, and sizes was, do you think MineZ could explode in popularity again, get a new, bigger fan or player base, or will MineZ become too much like DayZ, a dead game with like very few supporters? Okay, so this is tricky. So it all depends on a few things. But I'm gonna just put a straight answer first. And I'm gonna say in current platform on Minecraft, I say this is a no. It's not that there's no interest in Minecraft anymore. It's not that there's, whatever. But Minecraft is a different game. I still think it's possible, but it wouldn't be worth the effort it would take to get it back to what that would cost. That would take a lot of money. That would take a lot of investing in advertisement, in getting it out there. And on all honesty, you would need something new if you would want to advertise. And right now, MineZ, even if you say Origins 2 comes out and it's like great game, whatever, I would still say that no, it wouldn't have enough new to offer in order to bring people back to this game. Basically, what my prediction is, what's going to happen is Origins 2 is going to come out, and it's going to be really fun for a good, 3 months, let's say, right? So 3 months, and it's me being a little bit optimistic here. You get, let's say, a server and a half full, and that's what I'm talking about. It's only going to be a server and a half full of people, and it's only going to be people who are returning to see the update, right? So you get them to do it, they have fun, they do the update, whether they beat it or they get bored, they're gone by 3 months, and we're back right here with one person online. Anybody can make a game like MineZ now. MineZ was so cool in the beginning because it was something that had never been done before. Nobody had made an MMORPG like MineZ, right? It was just wow, people loved zombies at the time. That was a really big phase too. So that also contributed to it. And Laser Tester and Highlife were making something that was unique to Minecraft. Nobody had made anything like this before. And the fact that you didn't need mods to play this was just so cool. You didn't need mods, you could just log in and it was always good. There's nothing that says, oh, I want to go play MineZ because this has never been done before, right? And the rest of the server doesn't have anything that draws players in that's new. And I'm not blaming anybody or putting blame anywhere, but that's just the fact of the situation we're in. All in all, I think that no, the game will not come back to where it is. The only chance I think I would see it having, and I know the hype has died down a little bit since all their trailers and stuff, but I would love to see MineZ on Hightail. I've seen a couple of the trailers and stuff, and it looks really cool. Can you imagine all the stuff that they can do on Hightail and the different kind of monetization options they would have? I think that Hightail would really be a fresh start for this game, and would allow for MineZ to grow again with a whole new player audience, with a whole new this is new, right? And this is a game that's tailored to this kind of thing. So I think that would be the only chance. That was way too long of an answer, but there you go. Question 2 was, what is my opinions on group like UTC, Dawn Brigade, Brotherhood, Simoon's Avengers, the Insurrection, the Imperial Federation, the Night's Watch, etc.? Okay, so the fact that I don't even recognize 3 or 4 of those clans tells me a lot about myself, and how out of touch I am in this game. Yeah, so honestly, I have no problems with most of the clans. I don't think there's any that I'm ooh, man, everybody KOS this clan because they're trash. A general philosophy whenever I would play MineZ would be that I don't really like to stir the pot. I don't like clan drama because it adds an unnecessary amount of stress to a lot of things, right? Can I attempt a dungeon? I don't know. Am I gonna get hopped by 6 other people from UTC? Well, depends what I did, right? So I'm fine with pretty much any clan. You want to be a role player? Go for it. You want to go ahead healing people? You want to go bandit people? You want to dungeon people? Whatever. Oh man. That's fine. You do your thing. I'll do my thing. And as long as we, like, maintain a mutual respect, then that's fine. That's all I need. Like, the only drama I think I've had was back in casual chat, right? So there you go. My only drama was when I was with the clan. And it was literally because somebody stole the animals legendaries, right? And that was just dumb, right? Like, it's petty stuff like that that just, like, makes the game hard to play for a while. So this one was another one that I got a couple times. What got me into MineZ and what keeps me playing it after so long? So that was a good question. I had to think about that. 'Cause, like, honestly, I've been playing this game for 6 years and a half now. 6 years and a half? 6 years and a half, right? And that's a damn long time to be playing one video game. Pretty soon after the release of the game, my brother, if you remember, Russian Navy, started playing this game with his friend. And at the time I had been playing Minecraft, just like base survival on a survival server with my friend MSwag, which you'll see from older videos of mine. And he was my friend from high school, so we would just play, on the occasion. We had fun, and we both watched Todd is God videos. That was kind of our thing. And we thought that, him and Wicked Skipper and that whole gang were so cool. Because I think they're a couple years older than me, so, it's one of those figures you look up to. And they were just doing wacky things on MineZ, so we said, you know what, let's just do it. I started then doing YouTube pretty soon after. Obviously, I started in September of 2013, and I guess my inspiration really came from Todd is God, because, I would be trying to do various attempts on dungeons like Soured. Soured is like the prime example. I would be doing an attempt on Soured Crypt, and Todd is God would just be like, oh, let's just cheat it all with buttons. And, oh, look, Mappy's my friend, so let's just call him up, and then even though we lost, let's test the Earthshaker together, guys. That was something that it was kind of like, okay, you know what? I'm going to make better videos for dungeons. So that's kind of what I did, and that's kind of where I started the YouTube thing. And I thought it was really funny, because even back in the day, like, this is back in 2013, 2014, I remember on, like, my third video, there was somebody commenting saying, wow, like, I can't believe people still make these videos, or, like, I can't believe people still play this game. And looking back at that now, I'm just like, the irony is so strong, because here I am still playing this game in 2019, almost 2020. My goal was kind of to make dungeon videos for people who had never, like, basically new to the game, right? I was following a few other YouTubers like Nymph's Quest and, the Finest Ace, who were all doing, like, dungeons, and they were all doing, like, legendary, search for all the legendary videos. And that's kind of one thing that really kept me in it for a while. Was just like, oh man, let's, like, do all the dungeons, let's test all the legendaries. And, like, after some time, like, I really started to complete all of my long-term goals. I mean, like, this channel became the place where a lot of people would go for updated dungeon tutorials, because, they were consistent. They were not bad. They weren't amazing, but they told you how to do the dungeon. And you know what? That kept me going for a very long time, and even to now. Casual Chat, I met them back in, like, 2014, 15? I mean, I got to meet a bunch of awesome people who I still talk to today, and we basically, just had fun playing the game together, right? And they are the reason why I'm quitting YouTube as well, because they don't play this game anymore, right? And it's just not the same. It's not as fun, especially now that Up is blacklisted. That was kind of like my last, straw. He was like my last, like, let's do a dungeon. Sure, man. Let's just go, have some fun, shoot the shit, and just do it. But most of them quit back when I got onto the admin team. And then it was kind of like, okay, now I'm just doing admin work, right? So which is cool. You know, I like being on the translation team. I like doing that. That was a lot of fun. You know, running events was super fun, and I was really happy when I got my promotion to full admin, because then I was able to do those kind of things together. And helping people was one of the big reasons that I really enjoyed, you know, playing on the server still, was because, you know, I could go, some dungeon was broken, I could go help them out, and then just done, right? It would take 2 seconds of my time and make a big difference in somebody else's. But that's really, you know, staff, team, friends, YouTube, all kept me going, even though this game was really stale for a long time, right? Question 4, I guess, was, do you like Pepega? Yes. I do like Pepega. Burnt Apple Pie asks, what is your favorite or removed or closed dungeon of MineZ? Old versions also count. So I'm going to bridge this into another question, that is, what is my favorite MineZ dungeon? And my favorite MineZ dungeon is going to be Sunken Library. Like, no doubt. I find that so cool. You know, it gets a little facelift here and there, and then it's like a completely new dungeon. Like, the concept is the same, but the puzzles are what makes it so cool. And even though you know the puzzles, you can still, you know, screw up, right? If you don't remember the maze or if you don't remember whatever, it's a great dungeon. But I would have to say my favorite removed one would have to be Old Animos. Not like original Animos, but the one from like 2016. I really ended up hating doing it by the end, but I thought it was one of the most balanced dungeons. And unfortunately, when they started adding like big loot prizes to the ends of dungeons, there was almost a need to make the dungeons harder, because, you know, you would be able to farm it or just do the dungeon over and over and over again. I thought Animos was really one of the balanced ones for the elite dungeons. New Animos is toxic. I mean, I like kind of what they did with the boss rooms, so you can't just stand in one place. But, like, come on, dude. There's, like, so much insta-death. It's just not even fun. I don't even want to gear, because it's like, what's the point in gearing? It takes me, like, 45 minutes to run up, and then I'm just going to miss one jump. But the other ones that I liked were Old Frostbane was pretty cool. I really liked the boss room. And I thought that it was a dungeon that, like, if you had one person who was good at it, it didn't matter, because you still needed everybody to get through, to be able to get there. And I don't know. I just liked Old Frostbane as well. If MineZ had more locations, if MineZ were to add more locations to the map, where would they be and what would they be? Yeah. Would you do underground or above, and what loot would spawn there? Thanks, Hank. Okay, so here's my idea, right? So MineZ map is pretty cluttered. Like, if I'm looking here, like, you could add something in the ice, which is lame because ice is lame. You could add something over in the forest, desert or forest or Tristitia, and like somewhere over here, right? Over by this clump of where I've never been before in my life. I would just like add something more south that would be like opposite north. Okay, that sounds dumb, but hear me out. So like, you know how it gets harder the farther you go north? I would make it harder the farther you go south. So like Grimdale and all that, those would be like your base places, like where you spawn in, and then you could decide whether you wanted to go north or south. And with that, you could then, you know, find more towns. There might be different biomes, I don't know, right? You could easily add something here, like, whoop, right? Like this is an ocean, right? But you can make this into like a river instead of an ocean, and like expand on this and expand on this, and you could definitely make some content out of that. Okay, so I guess I'm nearing the end of the video. Obviously, this is it, right? That's kind of what I wanted to show all you guys. I wanted to present, and that's kind of the end. A while ago, when Glory Blade was doing his kind of channel closing, or, you know, explaining why he was quitting HCF, basically, he mentioned that, and this isn't a direct quote, but he says, the good old days are never coming back. Even though I'm doing something different in my life, the good old days are right here on my channel. Gosh, frick, the bridge is gone. So basically, he's saying that the good old days will never be the same as they were, right? Let's look at the population. We're never going to be able to do a 50-man shrine attempt. Like, it's not happening. Now, I'm not going to take down any of the videos, okay? Let me make that clear. They're all going to stay there. If you want to relive, you know, the good old days of MineZ, and you want to relive this channel, then just go watch old videos, right? I'm not going to, like, and I proved it time and time again. I would try and upload a video that would be, right, like, right on content, right? Like, did All in Life Dungeon Challenge, and a lot of you loved it, right? But it's just not the same as it was before. So I was talking to Rezo about, me retiring out from YouTube, and he came up with a really good idea where I make one final top 10 video, right? And it would be of the videos that I like the most. So for me, this I think would be a great way. Now I think I did a special where I said like best moments of this channel, but that's not necessarily my favorite ones. Those are the ones that I felt that you guys would enjoy. So the criteria obviously will just be, I'm going to pick out some videos, throw them in there, and those will be my suggestions if you want to go back and watch some of my favorite times with this community. Yeah, and then I'll post that as my last video. I'll make it a premiere so you guys can say hello. I'll be watching with you guys, and if you have any questions, I'd love to be there with you guys for that last bit. And what I want you guys to do is go back, tell me what your favorite videos were, right? Go back, look through the library. I think there's like 300 videos that I made over the course of the 6 years, right? Go and find something that you really enjoyed, that really you love to watch. I think it would be a lot of fun to see what you guys like the most. But this is the conclusion part where I'd like to just say thanks to a lot of people who have made this channel kind of what it is, who've made me a better person, and just who've been there during my entire YouTube career. Well, maybe not the entirety, but for important parts of my YouTube career. So first off, Cat Sage and Rezo, thank you guys so much for all the help that you guys have put, your inputs, the thumbnails you've helped me with, the content that you've given me. You guys have been amazing. They have, like, some of my favorite videos are with them because, I don't know, they make my videos so much better. They make me laugh. They make content that's funny. And it's just so much better to edit and to have fun with when you're with people that, that really care about just hanging out, right? Thank you to Casual Chat. MineReapers, you put together a wonderful group, back in the Skype old days. So for everybody in Casual Chat, for MineReapers, Ninja Bacon, for Hippo, Noka, right? Trails, Mosh, Andrew, and Glory Blade. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Trip Height, right? We'll be friends for a very long time. Special shout out to my biggest sub, Up44, who literally stuck with me to the end, right? Like, this guy was always there, all my streams. You were there even when you were blacklisted, and blacklisted the second time. You were always almost the first to watch my videos, to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? You were just always down to do random MineZ, even though I could tell you also hated this game, right? So props to you, buddy. Thanks for being a big sub. Shout out to the people who were there when I first started. Dangerous Binky, what a guy. He knew the game much better than I did and was willing to just hang out with me. And Saints Evolved. You guys were both awesome, when back in the day when we were just learning how to do things, and it was a lot of fun, and I appreciate the help that you gave to me and the fun times we had. Of course, I want to give my appreciation to the Shotbow staff. Being on the Shotbow staff team was a big part of why I continued playing and why I continued promoting this game, right? I can see how much hard work that goes into it. I want a special shout out to like Navarre, Doc, Halo, Marine, and my translation team while I was lead on that. It was totally worth putting my time and effort into it, and I wish you the best, as well as shout out to Wiki Team, by the way. You guys put a lot of effort that a lot of people don't see, and and that goes to everybody on the staff team. There's so much behind the scenes that a regular player doesn't get the time to see and appreciate in the same way as somebody who is on the staff team or was on the staff team. Thank you all to my big subscribers. I mean, 1.4, I think I ended up with max of 1,450 subs, and that is so cool. I never did make it to be more popular than Todd is God, who I think was around 7K. You know what? I'm happy with the amount of subs I got. I have one video that hit over 100,000 views. Please rest in peace, Super Scary Skeletons. And yeah, it was it's been quite a journey. So thank you to all you guys who are watching right now. You guys have been super awesome. Shout out to my boy Gage Lucas, who has been there since 60 subs, and Will Fails at Gaming, who without fail is at a stream, who's always in support of my content, would comment on everything. You guys are why I make YouTube content. And, to everybody who comments, as much as the likes are cool, the comments are really what are special, because you get to really see that there are people who are watching your videos, right? There are people who actually care about what you're doing, and I think it's so cool to think that people actually appreciate the work that I was doing and actually had a lot of fun. I remember, and this will be my last thing before I sign off here, the first time that somebody recognized who I was the coolest feeling I think I'd ever had. It was like I was just chilling in Romero, and this guy came up to me and he says, "Hey, aren't you that guy who makes videos?" And this was at the time where I was like less than 100 subs. And it felt so cool because, just to see that people are actually watching, people do care, people want to see you do better, like do good things, and they support your content. And as a creator, that was something that helped me, when some videos, my Portal videos, only got like 30 views, something that I would put my time in, they would be hit and miss. I would get some that you guys would love and others that, wouldn't be as popular. And you know what? That's all part of the game. And you guys have stuck with me throughout the entire thing. And just thank you to all of you for standing by me throughout these 6 years. And so yeah, that's it. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Remember all the links in the description for all the cool things that I talked about. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.